Good evening, Suranton and all of my friends. We are from Group 3, consists of me, Nadine, Fadiki, and Michael. Would like to present about PCR SIMCAL apps as a digital innovation in TUV North Indonesia. And for the content the first is the company information, second is the design thinking, third is the blue ocean strategy, and the last is the results. For the first part is the company information. TUV North Indonesia is a subsidiary of TUV North Group from Germany that established since 1869 and present more than 100 countries and for 14,000 employees. The TUV North Group has been active in the TSETs, testing, inspection, certification, consulting, engineering, and training market for over 150 years. TUV North Indonesia offering a complete range of service from inspection, testing, certification, and training to local and multinational companies or industries in Indonesia. And for the vision and mission, the vision is safety, security, and success through knowledge, technical, digital, and connected, anywhere and anytime. For the mission is technological excellence, future-proof results for customers, and knowledge is the key. And for the TUV North Indonesia has organization support function and 2 business units, such as certification and inspection business units and testing service business units. Testing service business unit itself has divided into 3 services. Calibration lab service that start from 2009, consumer goods testing that start from 2008, and petrochemical and environmental laboratory service that start from 2019. Testing service business units is our research focus area. And this is the BMC before the digital innovation. Our customer segment is more than 3,000 existing TUV North corporate customer, pharmaceutical, cosmetic, F&B company, automotive, and electronical company. Our key activities is sales marketing activities, order management, scheduling, reporting, quality assurance process, invoicing, and business development. And our key resource is high quality resolution of calibrator standard, validated method, high qualified engineer, high qualified analyst, and the latest update instrumentation. And the second part is the design thinking. There are five key components of design thinking. First is empathy, defining, ideating, prototyping, and testing. And to declassifying design thinking process, there are 4 stages. First is the understand stage. From that stage, the objective is the better understanding and using literature review as the method. The input is secondary data and the output is documentation. From the observe stage, the objective is to gather the insights and using interview as the method. The input is problem definition and the output is interview transcript. From the point of view stage, the objective is micro theory and also using interview as the method. The input is sketch and the output is point of view. And the last is ideate. The objective is to generate the ideas and consider the point as the method. And the input is point of view and the output is design criteria. The first key is empathize. So we conduct an observation or research to find out what potential customers need and like. For example, by doing market research, keyword research, and so on. So for the market of calibration lab, there are 103 industrial estates. The total addressable market is around 31,000 companies that have measuring equipment or machinery. For the service addressable market, there are around 6,000 companies that have measuring equipment or machinery and implement the management system. And for the service obtainable market, there are around 1,500 companies, such as pharmaceutical, cosmetics, food, electronic, and automotive industry that has implemented the management system. For the customer personas, a customer personas is a semi-fictional archetype that represents the key traits of a large segment of our audience. Based on the data that we have collected from the research and web analytics, our project customer persona is existing customer, both internal or external, prospective customer, active order 2 until 3 per month, if existing customer, 20 until 40 years old, and technology savvy. For the user experience research, UX research methods are a way of generating insights about users, their behavior, motivation, and needs. In this stage, we identify challenges and opportunities to improve the user experience, including user interviews, FGD, and field studies. Field studies are the research activities that take place in the user's environment. Next is the customer experience mapping through customer journey. We define the customer mapping using customer journey map through identification in every single stage of customer transaction cycle. With that customer mapping, we can define that the customer and organizational activities for what are the business and customer goals and so on. For example, is the customer activities. For the awareness part, there are the recommendation from friends, online media, and offline media. For the consideration part, they compare and evaluate for the alternative by contacting and sending email to the customer service. For the decision part, they want to have some quotation request when making some order. And for the process, by doing some sample delivery and contacting the customer service. And the last, for the loyalty, they will repeat order and sharing their experience when using our service. And the next will be presented by Pak Diki.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Nadine. Yeah, after we are doing the market research, defining of customer personas, and doing customer journey analysis, and find the gaps between the customer needs or the applicable standards. And also, we need to define and to confirm our finding to the customer. We conduct the interview both of internal side and external or customer side, so we can know that the gap or the problem for the customer journey analysis is the same with the customer needs. Yeah, next, Nadine. Yeah, this is a result from interview. For internal sides, it's mean internal organization who are to be person in charge to running in the calibration lab business. The problem is number one is the tight calibration laboratory business competition, which is currently more than 100 accredited calibration laboratory in Indonesia. And the next is process efficiency, because currently most of single process are doing by manually. So it will be hard to control the execution progress, do that, and so on. And the next is quality standard. Yeah, because as I mentioned that doing manually, a lot of mistake will be happen when input the raw data after the calibration execution, or when the review or the result process. And the next one is, of course, it will become the customer complaint and will impact to low customer retention because the customer satisfaction is decreased. Yeah, for the customer problem itself, they need tools what makes easy access to their related calibration process, like delivery of their equipment, method of calibration, parameter, calibration standard, and so on. And also need access as soon as possible to their order information, and also access for price information, pickup schedule, complaint handling, and the last one is they want to have the system to control their equipment. Yeah, next, Nadine. So after finding the problem, here we generate ideas by collecting as many solutions as possible to overcome the problems that have been found through brainstorming and doing the feasibility study. Yeah, with that, it is hope that we can find the best ideas or solution to answer the problem. Yeah, next. Yeah, and after doing brainstorming and the feasibility study, the solution for previously discovered internal and customer problem is we need the application which is used to schedule and record operation and preventive or planned equipment maintenance activities, and also to support key aspect of today's complex laboratory business process from quotation, order management until invoicing, and provide a system to track, standardize, organize, and centralize all the laboratory data. And the solution for this problem is we call PCA SIMCAL application. Yeah, for the benefit, VCA SIMCAL application will give some benefit both for customer and internal. Yeah, for a customer, they will easy to access calibration process because these apps are web-based and can access as long as you connect to internet. And the next one is instrument or machine control. You get reminder and notification via email and WhatsApp, and you can get the calibration history, especially if the equipment is calibrated by our lab. The data will automatically appear in the apps, and also having predictive maintenance like periodical loop change or change part schedule, because the equipment already registered with calibration parameter service on PCA. Yeah, also customer can serve the quotation by self. And the last one is QR-based calibration certificate as application output, easy to validate the originality via mobile apps or the web apps. And the benefit for internal itself is as a to Z control process, we do that from the quotation, order management until invoicing. And this is apps also can use for customer engagement to increase customer retention, because in terms of the customer already register their equipment to our apps, and their data related calibration, maintenance, and etc. are in place in there, it will be hard for customer to move to another calibration provider. Yeah, the next one is as a data mining. Yeah, from the huge equipment customer data, we can know what kind of service that we can provide or we cannot provide. So we can develop and launch more aggressive in the service who we cannot provide before. And the last one, of course, is a new revenue stream for us. Okay, next, Nadine. Yeah, this is value proposition canvas. Yeah, for the definition, as value proposition canvas is a tools that allows you to design, test, and visualize the value of your product for customer in a structured way. Next, because PCA SIMCAL is web-based application who combines concept of computerized maintenance management system or CMMS and the laboratory information management system or LIMS to control the equipment and business process related calibration activities. It is easy access anytime and anywhere you want to access. So this value proposition is also paperless, traceable with real-time data, all-in-one sequence process, planning with built-in automatic alert and system, and reduce human error. Yeah, this is next part is technical research. Technical research is about gathering information in order to answer question and solve an engineering or technical problem. Usually, it is made by engineer or a technician. Why the technical research is important? Technical research helps you get alignment with your engineering team. You can get to have the hard discussion about the technical trade-offs upfront and so on before the engineers or developer jump into code and have to make those decisions in their own. And also defining business process to set of activities that accomplish specific calibration laboratory goals. And also after that, we can create entity relationship diagram or ER models to show the structure of and relationship between database object. And they are used extensively in database modeling to plan new systems and document existing systems for maintenance and update. And next example is design which stack will use in development in terms of programming language, framework database, front-end, back-end tools, and application connected via application program interface, and so on. And also deciding about all related that we need, like server, UI UX design, security application, project management, and proof of concept model. Next. Yeah, this is example of a technical research evidence. This is the business process in operational calibration process or core business process tools that bring direct value to customer and the company itself. And as we can see, this is too little, yeah. I think it's not all can see. This is part of from the A to Z process in the calibration laboratory. Okay, next, Nadine. Yeah, this is an example of technical research technology stack. We define the backend system, front-end system, and technology needed to build the application. Okay, next. Yeah, in the prototyping parts, most of people are visual. Yeah, when it's come to understanding a concept or idea, rapid prototype service help illustrate the final products, allowing the design team to comprehend the product's function and target audience. By prototyping, you will know which model or version of the product best meet user needs. For this product, prototype UI UX are designed using a Figma application. Okay, next, Nadine. This is evidence of UI UX map of our products from A to Z. Next, Nadine. And this is, for example, the list of equipment parts. Next, and this is example for the UX in scheduling part, and so on. Yeah. So for product prototype, in this stage we are using a high fidelity user prototype concept. Why? Because high fidelity prototypes take us as close as possible to a true representation of the product user interface. It is realistic looking because there are computer-based user interaction for working simulation. Yeah, it is also good for communication, propose product or related to related stakeholder, and applicable use in defensive user testing, not to see if they will like it, but to learn if they want also. Yeah, next. Yeah, after the prototype version 1.0 is finished, we do testing on user to see if the product has answered their needs. The testing phase is done to detect a problem from the start. After going through the testing process, usually problems that were not thought of before. For the method application, number one is we are creating staging web apps or development domain, and making video product knowledge to make it more clear for the customer. And we engage 10 customer for proof of concept and collecting feedback after customer doing testing. And the last one, we are revise the prototyping based on the customer feedback. Okay, next. Yeah, this is example of the staging or the prototyping for the customer testing. Yeah, as we can see, we are using stage domain. Yeah. Okay, next. Yeah, this is also for example, in scheduling. Yeah. Yeah, after doing testing and customer giving us the feedback like error when create internal user, error in fetching service data, error in update customer contract, and so on. Yeah, of course we create or we fulfill the feedback before we launch the product in the next proof of concept stage. Yeah, for the Blue User strategy, next part will be conducted by Michael. Please, Michael.
Okay, thank you, Pak Diki. So the last part is Blue Ocean strategy, and this part is for the implementation of BOSS in TUV North. Okay, next. Start from the mapping of buyer utility. There are 2 dots of Red Ocean and five dots of Blue Ocean offering. So for the customer productivity and purchase, in terms of easy access for payment, the customer no need to go to the lab and they just pay cashless. So for the customer productivity use, refers to anything related to increasing the efficiency in meeting the buyer's need, and how easy to use the product. For example, the training requirements, the storage requirements, and so on and so forth. For the Blue Ocean offering, the simplicity, supplements, and maintenance, anything that makes it easier for the buyer by eliminating or minimizing hassles or complexities. What other things, other product or services are required to use the product? This is the SIMCAL product itself. How easy or difficult is it to maintain the product by using the good tools and to keep the buyer goods keep safe. For the convenience delivery, convenience risk for the delivery, this lever focuses on the buyer's convenience by saving their time to wait and risk-free in terms of delivery by picking up and deliver back to the buyers. And for the fun and image of use, refers to things like the look, attitude, and the feel conveyed by the product, the SIMCAL itself. Okay, next. And this is the Red Ocean landscape in Indonesia. There are spread 1,200 labs were spread in Indonesia, and the most labs in West Java, and the active labs is only 133. Next. And this is the visual paradigm from the Red Ocean landscape of the lab industries and the TUV. The factors is from the ease of use, the customer service, UI UX, the result waiting time, the complete facilities, equipment fitting, price, data integrating, LIMS apps, CMMS, SCRM. Okay, next. So for the market of calibration lab, for the customer and non-customer, the current market is the existing customer. For example, 3,000 TUV North existing corporate, the customer is from the cosmetics, F&B, and automotive. The first tier is soon to be the equipment vendor. The second tier is the people that tried but refusing. For example, the pharmaceuticals with higher requirement. And the third tier is the people who never considered, for example, the government. Next. So the Blue Ocean solution, we using the ERRC grid. The first is we try to eliminate the fake calibration certificate, the unproductive employee, and the calibration fault. And we want to raise the delivery option, take and deliver from the delivery point using the cashless payment, the lab service, raise the lab service quality standard, and the security and safety control. We want to reduce the waiting time, the delivery of certificate, and the complexity check. And we want to create the integrated application, which is the online base, the good UI UX, and using the the cloud database for the big data, and the fast response customer service. Next. And for the Blue Ocean solution, developing the web-based application who combines concept of CMMS and LIMS to control the equipment and business process related to the calibration activities. Okay, next. And this is the solution compared with the existing market. The Patel diagram can effectively communicate the players in the ecosystem and describe how a solution will engage with an ecosystem. Actually, we still not find apple-to-apple application between PCA SIMCAL and others because the differentiation characteristic of the application. And here is kind of popular CMMS application who is installed in PC or laptop like MainWinWin and Activo application, and in the main for web-based application example, some of competitor doing the personal customer management through key account management by KAM officer. They actually still using the human, not computerized. So it's very clear our competitive advantage rather than the existing solution is paperless, the traceable, and with real-time data. So anytime, anywhere you can access the data all in one sequence process, and planning with built-in automatic alert system. And this is the result for the application. Okay, next. Next. And here is the video of TUV.
Of work. When managing data and information can be really challenging, especially when involving several personnel within one complex business process. This is particularly true, especially when you are running or managing a business. Keeping track of equipment maintenance and calibration is essential for ensuring that everything gets done. Equipment maintenance tracking is especially important for time-based and preventive maintenance, which requires periodical inspection and calibration to essential equipment. If you don't keep track of which tasks we perform at specific times, you risk equipment damage or malfunction that could have been avoided with better organization. This can be frustrating, being not organized enough in handling documents, missing maintenance and calibration schedule, missing things just because you feel too much in your hand, too many mistakes due to human error. So how do you get all the features that you need at a price that's affordable? Meet our personal calibration assistant or PCA SIMCAL application. PCA SIMCAL is a user interface that is designed for chains, but for organizations that carry out the equipment control and the calibration services provider lab. It is paperless, traceable with a real-time data and anytime you want, all in one sequence process. Planning with built-in automatic alert system, annually, monthly, even weekly reports to show, reduce human error, so long manual work, and welcome to our digital world. PCA SIMCAL is a web-based application. Go to the web and enter the address. You will be directed to our welcoming page. To get an access, a username, password, and its role need to be created first in dashboard, where you can set what kind of data that you usually need within one role. For example, if you as a maintenance manager, you will need to get equipment maintenance and calibration data that is due this month. PCA module is dedicated for client side. In PCA module, you can register the equipment with general information, location, maintenance, and calibration schedule. You also can get historical data about this maintenance and calibration result. For the calibration purpose, you can register every single equipment with measuring calibration parameters, and it will be minimize error, the calibration process. On quotation and also know the order status of the calibration process in the lab. As a complement, mobile application version make easier for you to access, order, and validate certificate of calibration anywhere you want. What about SIMCAL? SIMCAL is calibration laboratory information.
Okay, so in here we can see if you're using the PCA SIMCAL, you don't need to go to the laboratorium to get the certificate. So we use the e-certificate for the goods that you want to register. Next. And this is the BMC after the digital innovation. Actually, the blue typing is the new business model after the digital innovation. For example, the key activities using the previous is using the sales marketing activities, and now using the content management, and the key resources by adding the data security management. For the value proposition, for the brand experience, global brand laboratory who provide lab solution service through the digital experience. And for the brand positioning, by adding the transparency and security. And the customer relationship, using the CRM via application. And for the channels, by adding customer mailing list, the equipment vendor cooperation. For the segment, we adding the equipment vendor. For the cost structure, the digital cost, for example, the server, the development, and so forth, and so on and so forth, that need the high maintenance for the digital. And last is revenue streams. We add the stream for the subscription fee from the premium apps, and advertising as a content. Okay. That's all from Group 3. Thank you.